Yeah, thanks, Scott. That was very nice of you. I'm going to start with Norwegian Cruise Line. Now, the reason this is so interesting is we all know what's going on right now with the cruise ships, and there's a lot of issues that they're having to deal with, and yet we're seeing some bullish activity there. But they're buying a little bit of time, trying to wade through what's been going on of late. So we got the March 22.5 calls getting a very aggressively purchased today, about 7,000, a little more than 7,000 of those being bought for about $1.55, Scott. It's a very interesting bullish play because they're actually buying those calls, selling some upside to take in a little premium, also selling the puts to the downside, taking a little bit of premium with the risk that if the stock drops significantly, this stock actually would get put and then they'd be owning the stock as well. So this one's pretty interesting, very bullish, and it's interesting to see given the backdrop of what we're looking at here. Plug Power is another one. If you go back to February, Plug was trading all the way up to $75, believe it or not. Well, it's nowhere near that level anymore. It's pulled back significantly, but while it's been sitting somewhere between on the low of 20 and the high of 75, we got a buyer all the way out to September. They're buying the September 30 calls. Highly unusual because we haven't seen people going out in time nearly this much over the last couple of weeks especially, or even the last couple of months. So they're going all the way out to September, the September 30s, paying almost $6 for these calls, looking for this stock to make just a little bit of progress off of those 28, a little over 28 levels. I got one last one for you, Roblox. We've talked about this name on a couple of different occasions of late. Stock was trading about 103, a little over 103.90. We got a buyer today of a 6,200 of the January 7th. So almost immediately we're going to see these. We got 1 week for these to perform. The 6,200 to the 105 calls getting bought today as well. So some really interesting trades going out in time on most of them. But this last one, Roblox, they're looking for the stock to make another move a little bit higher through 105 pretty quickly.
Yeah. Stay with me, Pete, because they includes Josh Brown, who told us at the very top of the show today that Roblox was a fresh new buy for him. Josh, I'd love to bring you in to the conversation. So you got some options buyers at your back.
Yeah, but like weekly calls, that's a little short term for what I was talking about. I mean, if it happens, great. I probably won't even see it. $100 is an important level in the stock. If you go back to June 4th of 21, that was resistance. That's where it failed. And then it spent the next, let's call it almost 6 months doing nothing. And then when it broke back above 100, which happened Thanksgiving week, it exploded up to, it looks like the mid 130s. Now it's pulled back, but 100 was support. So resistance became support. So if the buyers keep coming in at 100, I won't have a chance to own more lower. That's okay. But this level does seem to have some meaning to other people who are involved in the stock in size. So worth watching.
Yep, and we will. Pete, like I said, to you and your family, Happy New Year. Have a healthy one, good one. We'll see you on the other side, okay?